Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people, lovers of freedom all over the world. This is Talk Waves TV, your YouTube channel that gives you updated and quality news on all the matter and issues happening in Biafran land. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed and continue to share this video. That is the least thing you can do. Keep on sharing this video to as many groups, to as many platforms as possible. May they know what they happen for Biafran territory. Indigenous people of Biafra, there's Nigerian government. We reject further trial of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you only quality news and information on all the matter where they happen for Biafran territory. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, straight to the issue of the news that I just read the headline. The issue of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually been, a terrible issue, when it comes to the part of the Nigerian government in the way they've handled the issue of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. First of all, you abducted, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a pure case of kidnapping. That was the first crime that the Nigerian government committed against humanity, against Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secondly, despite all said and done by international communities and other, bodies who actually showed their interest on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, knowing fully well that the Nigerian government actually committed an international crime, and warned the Nigerian government, in as much as they didn't do beyond the warning, but at least they recognized the fact that the Nigerian government committed a crime, a heinous crime at that. Yet that won't no do Nigerian government. They still went further to reject a court ruling in favor of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where a court of competent jurisdiction, discharged and acquitted Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, after the whole drama that Nigerian government have been committing, yet till today, the Nigerian government have actually continued to use the pattern of delay tactics to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado. See, it has gotten to the level that it has to be a national issue where the court needs to be threatened at this point in time. Not just threatening them, but taking our stance on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like the indigenous people of Biafra have come out to take their stance. And they've clearly dared the Nigerian government on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then don't come out, they reject further trial. May them no try Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. Let them stand by their word of not being capable of trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, since it is an international crime. The crime was not committed in Nigeria, so to say, because Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. He was not even abducted in Nigeria. It was in Kenya. I don't even see any reason why, the trial should be ongoing in Nigeria in the first place. So this issue is actually a complicated one at that. But the reality is that I think the DOS have been actually quiet on the issue of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why, the government feel they can just do. In fact, let me leave the issue of the DOS because they've been disappointing. The British has been quiet over the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why I'm bringing in the British, in as much as they are so biased, and they are even one of the major problems that we are experiencing today. But assuming the British actually stood their ground to defend their own citizen, Onyinduma's Nnamdi Kanu, first of all, will not be still under the DSS custody. He would have been free because he didn't commit any crime. But let's look at it from the angle of maybe he committed a crime which he did not commit. He has no reason being tried in Nigeria in the first place. So if you look at it from every angle, Onyinduma's Nnamdi Kanu has no business being in Nigeria. Talk more of him in DSS custody by now. But let us give out the news, make we hear within IPOB. IPOB Nigeria, they talk concerning the issue of Onyinduma's Nnamdi Kanu. The news reads in detail. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB on Thursday rejected further trial of its leader Nnamdi Kanu over his agitation for the actualization of Biafra. IPOB spokesman Èkpá Powerful said the group stands by the appeal court's judgment that discharged and acquitted Kanu of all terrorism charges. Powerful was reacting to the Federal High Court in Abuja's adjournment of Kanu's trial scheduled to hold today, being Thursday, February 8, 2024. A statement by Èkpá Powerful reads, "The global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great and indefatigable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, reject further court trial of our leader in the Nigerian court system. We stand by the judgment of the appeal court, which ordered that Kanu should not be tried again in any Nigerian court. The Supreme Court judges agreed with them, but lacked the courage and integrity to uphold the appeal court judgment. The public should recall that the Supreme Court justices on December 15, 2023 sent the case of Kanu back to the High Court in what was referred to as a compromised judgment. The same High Court fixed February 8, 2024 to commence hearing on the unknown matter. Sadly, the same federal government that is persecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is refusing to make an appearance at the same Abuja High Court hearing on the 8th of February 2024. The refusal of the federal government to appear in court on that day for continuation of their kangaroo trial shows that they do not have a case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The wicked and corrupt Supreme Court justices were part of the oppressors and prosecutors of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The indigenous people of Biafran leadership has reviewed the actions of Nigerian government and totally reject further trial of our leader in their High Court. The federal government of Nigeria, headed by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, knew why his Attorney General has cropped the commencement of their appearance for the botched February 8 Abuja High Court trial against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know very well that they have no case against him. They are just utilizing the weak and bastardized instrumentality of the law in Nigeria to detain and persecute him indefinitely. We continue. Èkpá Powerful went further to say, in his words, the indigenous people of Biafran family worldwide therefore rejects further court trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and demand for his immediate and unconditional release, as well as the release of all other innocent indigenous people of Biafran members, Èkpá Powerful said. No amount of illegal abduction, detention, extrajudicial murder, and forceful disappearance will stop the quest for Biafran independence and the call for a referendum. Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has come to restore Biafra, and it is either Biafra or Biafra. That is the oath of allegiance to the Biafran nation and our oath of honor to all those who have fallen in the cause of our march to freedom. This is what Emma Powerful is actually saying on this matter. Now, like I always be realistic, when it comes to my analysis. Emma Powerful have actually, sent their message to Nigerian government, which is good. But what are they backing up the message with? It is not about just sending message to Nigerian government. You need to do this, you do not need to do this. How are you backing up your message to the Nigerian government? Nigeria is a stubborn country, a country that tramples on innocent citizens. It is a country where if you do not do anything, you feel, by just speaking, mere speaking, that things will be done. It will never be done except you send a serious, note. And the way you send notes to Nigerian government is not just by mere words, it's by action. You must back up your message, to the Nigerian government with action before they go even look your side. Just like what Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is doing today in Nigeria. Nigeria is collecting woto from Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, and that is why at the mention of that name, security agencies, you see them rallying around. All man, they on guard. Every person is on guard. Nobody wants to be messed up, because they know that the person that they are dealing is not a normal person. This guy is not laughing with the Nigerian government. That is what I expect the indigenous people of Biafran worldwide and their team to be doing at this point. It is beyond sending mere message to the Nigerian government. People don't talk, people don't tire. You have rejected it. What next? What moves are you making? Put fear for these people, body, give unto them. Woto, nakam, make them know what's up. Mobilize people. Through your actions, let the Nigerian government know that you are not happy. Because they don't have anything against Nnamdi Kanu. Realistically, we know the only pattern they are using to hold Mazen, all these things, all this delay, they are even trying to run away from the case. They don't even know what to do. They do not have anything against him. They just want to hold him dear as long as possible. And as it stands, Nnamdi Kanu is choking them. Nnamdi Kanu case is choking them. And if time is not taken, because it has entered that level, you cannot continue to hold an innocent man and you want to have peace. There is no peace for the wicked, and the Nigerian government knows it. Thank you once again. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful YouTube platform. Do not forget to continue to choose our news platform to get updated news and information. And also, we urge you, to support us in any way you can, so that then we will be able to bring back the news every time, back-to-back news and back-to-back information to our people. Thank you once again for joining us. God bless you for staying tuned with us, and continue to remain blessed as we continue to fight for the freedom that we all truly deserve.